it's in the top right for me, so check any of those.
Yeah, top left or top right is probably gonna be what you want.
Yeah, type it in Google.
Nope.
Gentlemen, welcome to the first ever coronavirus task force meeting.
All right.
Oh, y'all, you're the only people who responded to my tweet. Hashtag coronavirus task force formation. Yeah, no, I spent $100 on that tweet to get it in front of the right faces. This might be a good time to mention there is zero government affiliation to the force here. I figured that's best.
There's zero government affiliation.
Less federal oversight.
Why don't we go ahead and actually introduce ourselves? My name is Thomas Luke. A lot of people call me Left Hand after that movie Left Hand Luke. Who's seen that movie by a show of nods?
I don't watch that.
I am unemployed, proudly unemployed. To the next person, Bo.
I'm sure nobody out there needs an introduction from me. You guys all know my podcast. It's a guerrilla podcast I run out of my basement. It's called Surfacing the Unsurfaced. I break out all the hypocrisy coming from Washington, D.C. or Los Angeles, California, New York, London, England, Sicily, Italy, Brussels, Germany.
I'm a big STUS head right here. Big STUS fan. Howdy, y'all. I'm Shipley Downstream. I'm the Agricultural Commissioner of Paducah, Kentucky.
Wow.
Now, I've been informed by my attorney that while I do not believe that the coronavirus is real, I do believe it is a hoax fabricated by the Chinese. He has informed me that it would be in my best legal interest to act as if I did fully 100% believe that the virus was in fact real.
You and your other agricultural department goons popped it out, so you don't have to play your game.
Okay, so this is the foot we're stepping off on then. I got my eyes on you.
We're here to be friends, first and foremost.
Yeah. Hey everybody, I'm Gunther Plucky. I'm the CEO of Zaxby's Chicken. I'm sure y'all have enjoyed my products in the drive-thru or in our stores.
I went to Zaxby's and I screamed at an employee for not shaking my hand.
Well, if you give me his name, I'll go down there and spank his bare bottom while the rest of the team watches.
That's wonderful.
So I've been in on house arrest, chugging Gatorade Arctic Freeze and pacing my son around with a taser gun. That's when he told me about Twitter, so I stopped tasing him. I saw your tweet about putting a task force together, and I thought I would jump in and offer my business advice and my sales acumen to the force.
Gunther, you're on house arrest as in you can't leave because of the virus, or you're on house arrest for extenuating circumstances?
I beat the crap out of one of the Chick-fil-A cows, and I beat the shit out of him with a crowbar, and my son videotaped the whole thing, and we tried to go viral on World Star Hip Hop.
I think it's good that you kicked the shit out of one of them cows. They are doing graffitis and
They're ruining.
I don't believe that we have heard from you yet.
Yeah, my name's Duck. I make fertilizer out of various types of foams and wood chips.
Duck, you got one shaky camera. You're making me feel like I'm on a Carnival ride. Can you hold the damn thing still or put it on the table?
I don't have a desktop computer or anything like that. I just have a phone so that my son could play Angry Birds.
I'm actually top 5 in the state of Tennessee on Angry Birds.
I don't really know what that means. I just give the phone to my son.
All right, first up on the docket.
Solving the virus.
Solving the virus.
Solving the virus.
We need a theme song for the coronavirus task force. Seeing pop music's huge. I'm more of a punk rock head myself. I was thinking we start in G major. What's that now, Bo? You got a riff?
My podcast has 8-digit listeners, and the theme song is one note.
You have 8 digits of listeners? Jesus.
Yes. 8-digit. I'm talking about tons of my listeners got both their thumbs blown off in firework accidents.
You're saying that that's the majority of your audience?
Yeah, all 9.9 million of them.
Well, what is that theme song, out of curiosity? You said it's just one note? Maybe we all sing that one note. Everybody?
Okay.
A drum beat underneath that?
Yeah,
give it
like
a little rhythm.
Rat-tat-tat. Okay.
I was thinking maybe we could do something a little more with like an upbeat vibe. Maybe something like Homegrown Tomatoes.
What is that?
Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What would life be without homegrown tomatoes? There's only two things that money can't buy, and that's true love and homegrown tomatoes.
Wait, you can't buy these tomatoes?
Now, next order of business, solutions. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Once again, I don't truly believe that this virus is real. I think it's a bunch of social media manipulation. The coronavirus is spread through spittle, little pieces of moisture that come out your mouth, your eyes, and your hands and attach themselves to other people. What I'd recommend is something I saw my daughter doing to raise awareness for gonorrhea. It's called the cinnamon challenge. You put a spoonful of cinnamon in your mouth and you spit it out because your mouth gets all coated. It gets too dry. I want to keep things as dry as possible. I want to be feeding people saltines, salt water. I want to keep the temperature of every room at 212 degrees. The temperature water evaporates on contact with the air.
A dehumidifier that you could have within yourself, some kind of internal dehumidifier.
Absolutely. Turn yourself into a cyborg, some sort of machine that drains the liquid from your body. Yeah.
Suck up all the lakes.
And shoot it out in space.
I saw a dehumidifier in the Batman Begins. I'll get my engineers to scan a copy of that machine. I have a ton of money because I patented beheading chickens. I patented that.
How was we doing it before we was beheading them?
We were hitting them on the head with a rock.
It was a rock. Okay.
Was there one rock that you used for it?
Yeah.
There's a patented rock, I assume.
Yeah, there's one in Springfield, Illinois.
Does that mean that's not 100% Southern chicken?
It is now, but what your granddad was eating was probably Yankee chicken. I'm saying eat at Zaxby's. We've been eating Southern chicken since the Genesis.
I'm feeling sick.
The Sega Genesis?
Since the Sega Genesis came out.
Duck, if you covered them holes, you can't be doing no breathing.
And then no coronavirus to get in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so quit the breathing.
To defend,
but not to conquer.
My daddy pulled me aside in his PT Cruiser, and we talked for 13 minutes. And the one thing that stuck out to me is he said that you can't do nothing if you're horny. So I propose we take the same principle to the virus. I think we should make a beautiful lady virus and show it to the COVID-19 virus. We should call it COVID-19 barely legal. And we should show it to COVID-19 to make it come out and stop working because it'll be so horny. And I drafted up a drawing of what we could do. And we could show it to the COVID-19 and we could see what it has to say about the whole thing.
Yeah, what's with the bail bonds number?
Oh, that's Buster Chuck's bail bonds. He bailed me out of jail when I was beating the crap out of that 14-year-old in the cow suit.
we will build our defenses beyond challenge.
Put that away now, Gunther, because, boy, it's driving me wild.
I'm getting more distracted than the virus.
I think we should just take this picture to the hospitals, show it to an infected patient, and say, get out here, pencil dick, and we'll get the virus right out of the system.
You want us to neg the virus?
We're going to have to sexually humiliate the virus, tell him what a small penis it has in the presence of this beautiful female virus.
And we'll reduce taxes.
We can take an infected person, put another virus in them, and say that their bodies, this new virus is cucking their body from the COVID.
To create a safer, freer world.
What would Jesus think if we were making sexy lady viruses and shooting them into our bodies?
That's a hell of a point.
After the Titanic it hit an iceberg, right? It sank into the ocean. One thing everybody can agree on is that coronavirus is a lot like it. When the ship started going down, they said women and children first, and they put them on the lifeboats, right? I think that we should free all the women and the children from the lockdown first. Get the economy reopened.
Run free.
Get them on the lifeboats. Give them $100 and a pat on the butt.
Give them an extra package of stimulus if you need to. Well, us men keep it contained.
Yeah. America first.
So, Wakanda is a secret country in the middle of the continent Africa, and it
sounds like a threat.
Do we have any military bases stationed on the edge of this Wakanda or perhaps inside of it?
We must maintain defenses of unassailable strength.
What I had heard was the coronavirus could only be passed through pubic hair. If we just shave off all the pubic hair, then there'll be no more coronavirus.
Now, where did you hear that?
What I had heard from something called Wing Heroes.
That sounds like a nice restaurant to go
Yeah.
watch a football game.
Air Force veterans.
do I miss football games?
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ! I miss football games.
If my Tar Heels don't get
Love
back
the
to the
sound
field
of
this fall, I swear, I'll make a new coronavirus.
We're actually working on that at Zaxby's. We're scared of the popularity of Chinese food, and we're wanting to make sure that we reign supreme. Chicken fingers are America's food.
So you're saying once this virus is figured out and gone by us,
Yeah.
you're planning on just releasing a new one?
No. If it is deemed necessary, we will have one at the ready.
Oh, so this is a preemptive strike.
There's no strike.
Now she's become one of the most polarizing public figures in the country.
Malcolm
right.
X. He didn't much like the
that.
police.
No, I thought he was an X-Man till I read his biography.
He's not?
No, turns out he's a real guy. He had a tough life, that Malcolm X.
But he could still manipulate metals with magnetic fields using his mind, correct?
You're thinking of Magneto. Agent Cody Banks, he's a teenage CIA agent with...
So he's in the
Cody
middle.
Banks is CIA propaganda.
Is it?
Who's in the
I
middle?
feel like
Malcolm is in the middle.
Malcolm X is in the middle. He's in the TV show.
No, Malcolm X was a black guy from the 60s.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Is there a decibel level at which I can yell the coronavirus out of my body?
Enough guitarists to play at the same time and bust its eardrums. So I'm thinking maybe even just a smoke on the water to get as many guitarists as we can out there. We get 500,000 people playing Smoke on the Water at the same time. That's doing damage.
Enough guitarists to play Smoke on the Water.
Hey, don't worry about it, man. That's a tough song, Thomas. You don't have to play it right now.
I'll get it.
They always say "Smoke on the Water" is the last song you learn on the guitar because it's the toughest
Before you
part.
die.
No. I had what is commonly referred to as a testicular redistribution cast. It was rudimentary. It was basically a pulley system. It was like
Oh, my God.
are we overthinking this whole coronavirus thing? I mean, if you can put a ball back with just a pulley, maybe we could use a different simple machine, maybe a lever.
An
or
off
something.
switch, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Turn off the virus.
Turn it off.
So is there any more tech bio questions you want me to bring to the lab, guys?
I guess if you can, ask them what it is.
What is the virus?
Ask if it's real.
I am heavily involved in the occult.
So you're like a liberal witch.
No, I'm not a liberal. Nancy Pelosi's a liberal witch.
Yeah. That we can agree on, though.
All right.